The first step to financial freedom is understanding the fundamental difference between an asset and a liability. Most people think their home or their car is an asset, but in reality, they are often just liabilities. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket every month, even while you are fast asleep. A liability, on the other hand, is something that takes money out of your pocket through taxes and maintenance. Rich people focus on building a strong column of assets, while the poor focus only on their earned income. To escape the rat race, you must shift your focus from working for money to making money work for you. This means you need to start thinking like a business owner and an investor rather than just an employee. Every dollar you spend on a luxury today is a dollar that cannot work for your future wealth building. Think of every dollar as a little soldier that you send out to bring back more soldiers for your army. If you spend your soldiers on temporary pleasures, your army will never grow strong enough to protect you. Wealth is not determined by how much money you make, but by how much money you're able to keep. Discipline is the bridge between your current financial situation and the dream life you want to achieve. You don't need a high salary to start. You just need a high level of consistency and a plan. Start small, stay consistent, and let the power of time and compound interest do the heavy lifting for you. Once your mindset changes, your financial reality will eventually follow, but it requires patience and a clear vision. Now that your mindset is ready, let's dive into the second phase, mastering your personal cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeblood of your financial journey, and without it, your wealth machine cannot function. The simplest way to understand cash flow is tracking every single dollar that enters and leaves your life. Most people fail because they spend their money first and try to save whatever is left over. Successful people do the exact opposite. They pay themselves first and live on the remaining balance. Think of your income like a river. You must build a dam to collect some of that water. If the river flows straight into the ocean of expenses, you will be left with nothing for yourself. The first tool you need is a simple budget to identify where your money is actually going. You might be surprised to find out how much you spend on small things like daily coffee. This is known as the Latte Factor, where small, unnecessary daily expenses destroy your long-term wealth. By cutting just $5 a day, you could save over $150 every month. That money, if invested properly, could grow into thousands of dollars over the next 10 years. Another major leak in your cash flow is high-interest debt, specifically from credit cards or payday loans. High-interest debt is like a hole in your bucket. It drains your wealth faster than you can build it. Your priority must be to plug that hole by paying off your highest interest debts as quickly as possible. Use the snowball method or the avalanche method to gain momentum and see real progress every month. As you reduce your expenses, your surplus cash will begin to grow, giving you more financial power. Remember, it is not about deprivation. It is about choosing future freedom over temporary convenience today. Every expense should be evaluated. Does this purchase bring me closer to my goal of financial freedom? If the answer is no, then you should consider keeping that money in your pocket instead. Mastering your cash flow is a habit that requires time to build, but it is the foundation of wealth. Before you start investing, you must build a safety net to protect yourself from life's surprises. This is what we call an emergency fund, and it is the foundation of your financial security. Life is unpredictable, and emergencies like car repairs or medical bills can happen at any moment. Without an emergency fund, a small accident can force you back into high-interest debt and stress. Your goal should be to save at least 3 to 6 months of your basic living expenses. This money should be kept in a separate, high-yield savings account that is easy to access. Remember, this fund is not for shopping, vacations, or a new phone. It is strictly for emergencies. Having this cash reserve gives you peace of mind, knowing that you are prepared for the worst. It acts as an emotional buffer, allowing you to make calm decisions during a crisis or job loss. Start small by saving your first $1,000 as quickly as you possibly can today. You can build this fund by selling items you don't use or taking on a side hustle. Once you reach your target, you will feel a sense of freedom you have never felt before. This fund allows you to take calculated risks in your career or investments without fearing total failure. It is the invisible shield that guards your wealth machine from being dismantled by life's unexpected events. With your emergency fund fully funded, you are now officially ready to enter the world of investing. Now that your foundation is solid, it is time to put your money to work in the world of investing. Investing is simply the act of buying assets that have the potential to grow in value over time. The greatest magic in the world of finance is what Albert Einstein called the eighth, compound interest. Compound interest is when your interest starts earning its own interest, creating a massive snowball effect of wealth. To benefit from this magic, you don't need to be a genius. You just need to start as early as possible. Time is your greatest ally in investing, and starting 10 years earlier can lead to a massive fortune later. One of the simplest ways for beginners to start is by investing in low-cost index funds or ETFs. An index fund allows you to own a small piece of hundreds of the most successful companies in the world. This diversification protects you because even if one company fails, the overall market continues to grow long-term. You should aim for a strategy called dollar cost averaging, which means investing a fixed amount every month. This way, you buy more shares when prices are low and fewer shares when prices are high automatically. Don't try to time the market by guessing when it will go up or down. It is a losing game. Focus on time in the market rather than timing the market to achieve consistent and reliable long-term results. Another powerful asset class is real estate, which provides both monthly rental income and long-term price appreciation. Real estate allows you to use leverage, which is using a bank's money to grow your own personal wealth.
The risk assessment is definitely trending upwards. We need to investigate further.
However, remember that with higher potential returns comes higher risk, so always do your own thorough research. You should also consider investing in yourself by learning new skills that can increase your primary earning power. Your brain is your most valuable asset, and the more you learn, the more you will eventually earn. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes that promise high returns with zero risk. These are almost always dangerous traps. True investing is boring and slow, like watching grass grow or watching paint dry on a wall. Keep your investment fees as low as possible, as high fees can eat up a huge portion of your future. Reinvest your dividends back into your portfolio to accelerate the power of compound interest even further. Stay disciplined during market crashes, as these are actually the best times to buy assets at a discount. Most people panic and sell when prices drop, but successful investors stay calm and stick to their plan. Think of a market crash as a giant clearance sale at your favorite store, where everything is 50% off. Your investment portfolio should be a mix of different assets based on your age and your risk tolerance. As you get older, you may want to shift from aggressive growth to more stable, income-generating assets. The goal is to reach a point where your investments generate enough cash to pay for your entire life. This is the moment your wealth machine becomes fully autonomous and you are officially financially free. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint, so keep your eyes on the long-term goal and stay the course. Congratulations, you are now equipped with the essential roadmap for building your long-term wealth. But before you go, you must be aware of the common pitfalls that destroy even the best financial plans. The biggest enemy on this journey is not the market, but your own emotions during turbulent times. Fear and greed are powerful forces that will tempt you to make irrational decisions with your money. Another massive danger is letting your lifestyle expenses grow at the same rate as your increasing income. This trap, known as lifestyle creep, can keep you broke even if you are a high-income earner. You must resist the urge to buy a new car or a bigger house every single time you get a salary raise. Patience is everything. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. Avoid checking your investment portfolio every single day, as it will only increase your anxiety. Treat your wealth machine with the discipline it deserves, and it will eventually give you the freedom you desire. Financial freedom is not about being a billionaire. It is about reclaiming control over your limited time on this earth. It is about waking up every morning and knowing that you are the master of your own destiny. Building wealth is a relatively simple concept, but it is not easy to follow for many years. It requires consistency, sacrifice, and the belief that your future self is worth investing in today. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. Start implementing just one of these steps right now, even if it is just opening a separate savings account. Your journey to financial freedom starts with a single action and continues with a powerful habit. Thank you for choosing this path and allowing Noel to be your guide on this incredible adventure. If you found this comprehensive guide helpful, please do us a huge favor. Hit the like button to help this video reach more people struggling with their finances. Share it with your friends or family who need a clear roadmap to financial peace. And finally, subscribe to the Noel channel to never miss an update on how to build a wealthy, free, and purposeful life.